Well, that's the first one done.
The island of Java. Tropical jewel in the midst of the Indian Ocean. Conscientiously administrated by meticulous Dutch bureaucracy. The year is 1870, and the colony is undergoing a transformation. Recently, individuals have been allowed to lease farmland and manage plantations. The fertile land offers ideal conditions for exporting a multitude of colonial goods, off on the way to an exotic experience.
Well, we're off to a different country now for the second. Not allowed coffee, unfortunately, myself. If you do want to go and make yourself a coffee while it's loading up, then feel free to do so.
The Dutch East Indies. Surely the most exemplary colonial empire under the sun. With luscious fruits and cheap labor in abundance. You act on behalf of the colonial administration. A gifted talent in the art of engineering, you have been appointed to modernize the local transport sector. Complete this task to the satisfaction of the Crown. If you do, even the post as governor might be in store for you.
Right, the second mission now.
Transport is a much sought-after service on this scarcely civilized island. Eating draft animals such as oxen is punishable by law. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you to build a railroad so that the plantation business prospers. The delicious coffee is supposed to be transported from the fertile hinterlands to the facility near town for processing. Anyone set on building wisely and cheaply avoids unnecessary slopes. Perform the necessary surveying work.
So, first we need to activate the height. Up here in the top left. And contour well.
Build a route from a thriving plantation across treacherous terrain to the processing factory where the coffee fruit is husked.
Oh. Build a cargo station first. Build it next. That there. We need to complete the track. To the coffee. Build this. avoiding any unnecessary swarms. Get rid of that and go for a smaller one first. Or go 8 aspect. That means we can come in here with our tracks.
Depot is needed.
So next up is to build a depot. We'll build it just off here. Connect it up with the line. There we go.
Purchase a complete train, including locomotive and freight cars.
So this train needs locomotive and 4 freight cars. So click depot, buy vehicle. Get this one at cargo. Car for the coffee. For those.
The coffee fruit can now be brought from the plantations on its way to further processing.
For anybody just joining us, we're having our first play on Transport Fever 2 after picking up yesterday from Steam. Let's make a new line. There. Depot. Assign that to line 1. Create a route for the train, deliver coffee fruit through the factory. Here comes the train. A little bit. Got warp speed. as I said, if anybody's got any, this is our first time, so if you've got any tips, then let us know in the chat. Wait for this train to come back. That should be part of the mission done. It is.
What a superb railway. It provides the local plantation leaseholders with truly valuable services. Still fresh from the fields, the fruit quickly reaches the factory. From there, the colony's delightful coffee must be brought to the warehouses and offices in the port for export. That shouldn't be left up to the local laborers, no way. Too easygoing, too inefficient, too unreliable. Specially built stations are called for, so that the first-rate coffee makes it into town undamaged. If need be, stations that can be guarded against plundering hordes.
We need to now build a truck stop within the highlighted area and in the commercial area. Build this one, and then we need to build it in the commercial. It looks like some people's houses are going to have to go. This one. Edit. Get rid of them if possible. There we go.
Ready to go. Nothing stands in the way of speedy transportation to the local seaport anymore. Send the freight cars of coffee on their way.
Right, so let's build a new line from here. And then we need to go need a depot first, don't we? All the virus depot, yeah. Line 4, we need 4. Four of these, don't we? 4. And then we need to allocate all of these to line 2.
The factory now finds itself in a laudable position by sending processed coffee into town. To experience considerable growth, its products have to reach a clientele with money to spend. So
we need to wait until the horses and carts are delivered. coffee beans down here. A minute or two. Here we are.
Oh no! Lucas, the capable engineer on your locomotive, seems to have vanished from the face of the Earth. Or anywhere else for that matter. Time to find a stand-in. Right away. Would one of the natives be able to meet this difficult challenge? Several locals show an interest in learning the
another
decidedly
bonus
noble
task.
profession as locomotive engineer. A practice route for training purposes is needed. Meanwhile, certain signs are feeding horrible rumors about the indigenous tribe's diet.
So we need to build a test track, 2 more stations, and a depot in the Harata.
Thanks to your reliable deliveries, the factory is working far above par. Although it would certainly be capable of processing much more, virtually colossal capacities of coffee. You should weigh the idea of increasing the transport volume, because coffee from the colony is a commodity in great demand in parlours and salons on the continent. One train isn't enough to adequately supply the factory with coffee fruit. A passing siding is needed so that a second train can use the line.
Yep, then definitely need driver training. Next mission, however, is we need to build a passing loop just up here. Allow the trains to pass. That in there. We need to place in some
The trains should wait
signals.
for each other on the passing siding. This requires placing signals.
We want to twist them around, so just put them in first.
If the plant is to be used to capacity, another complete train is needed.
So now we've got the passing loop. Right, so now we need to buy another train. So we'll go back to the depot. Click onto line 1, and then we need to phone and buy a new one. Now that should be set up.
Wherever coffee production thrives, business and prosperity flourish too. Thanks to the railroad, the port town of Surabaya has become a lively trading centre for countless goods and services. All kinds of people from all corners of the island want to do profitable business here. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you with setting up a passenger line from Semarang to Surabaya. Time to build a line which will soon link the key trading hubs in Eastern Java.
So as next task, is to connect town with a passenger rail. So we need to go from Surabaya to Semarang. A lot of hills in there. So what I think we should do, that looks about the best option. Either down the coast or this side of the hill. I think we'll go around the coast. Everybody loves the coast. So, extend this. It. And we will add a train station alongside here. Right, now that's in place. Right. Building around. Still a fair bit to go yet. And then we'll head it inland. Now we do need another road, so we'll first build another road up here. We need another train station. That looks about right. We then go back to the track. Join up these two bits. There's the line between the two stations set up.
The railroad has been completed. Curiosity runs high. Time will tell if passenger transportation really is a venture that's worthwhile.
So we now need to set up a depot. Trespassers on the line already. So we'll get the depot. Train depot. Park that there. Connect that into the Yep, definitely looks like we need a fence. There we are. That's now connected there. And then we need train. Click on there. buy a passenger vehicle. One of those, and then add 4. And then we'll assign, make a new route, add a new line. To there. And then go back to there, assign this to line 3. That should start working its way.
A formidable enterprise like yours calls for a suitably first-rate branch office. After all, not just anybody.
So we've got a few little missions going on. We've got to transport 25 people between, forget its name, Surabaya and Semarang. We need to also build a practice track and also build a headquarters. So where's the... So a nice easy place to put a practice route, it looks, on the base of a volcano. So we need a test track with 2 small stations and a depot. Back down. Maybe a little bit. So we'll now add a station. And we'll add a station at this end. Adding a bit more track between these. Section. There we go. Right, that's the 2 stations with the test track, and we need a depot, in which this base here for 1. Depot.
The correct way to drive the vehicle must be practiced first, so that potential passengers are not scared off right away. In the meantime, some hard-to-digest news reaches you. Your skilled worker is said to have fallen victim to a bloodthirsty tribe of cannibals.
One of our train drivers has not had the best of times by the looks of it. Right, so we need to buy a vehicle. And then we need a new line. New line. Semarang South. Transfer. Back to here. Assign. By that, and then we can assign that to line 4. We then need to build a headquarters. So for anyone just joining us, we are having our first look at Transport Fever 2, which we picked up yesterday. We're just heading through mission number 2. Need to build a headquarters.
Good news. The locomotive engineer has returned safe and sound. While you pictured him in the stomachs of savages, he was having the time of his life in the virgin forest. Naturally, you can't tolerate misconduct like that, and regretfully have to fire the good man.
Right, I think what we need in Semarang is a bus to pick people up to the train. So to do that, need a need to buy vehicles. So we have passenger coach. Let's get 2 of those. And we need some new line. New line. First we need some bus stops, don't we? These around the place. So now let's make a new line. We will go from that way. Go from the train station. Then we go back to his bus depot and assign both of these to 6. But then bring people in. Train station. Alright, let's see how this is going. We'll be taking a couple of passengers to the train station. Hope it's completed the mission. Follow this one round to train station so people get on and off. Coming up to the train station now. Not that time, but hopefully people will come on board. Oh, headquarters. So, to build a headquarters. Headquarters and build. Build it up here out of the way.
Truly attractive estate, but a veritable plague is spoiling all the fun. Snakes have occupied the building. Rumor has it that a wise old woman knows how you could rid yourself of the snakes in your walls. She's supposed to be in Surabaya.
Found the wise old elder. Yeah, I was expecting a bit bigger than
The old
little
woman
tiny
says
house.
she doesn't know a thing, but you should try your luck with her cousin in Semarang, who has a knack for the art of snake charming.
So I found the snake charmer in Semarang.
The snake charmer declared that you've probably angered the mighty snake goddess with your projects. The snake priestess of Mount Merapi is the only one who could remedy the situation.
Oh, found the temple, which is up here.
The priestess has spoken. The only way she is willing to call off her children is if you make a sacrifice to the great snake goddess. Coffee, the priestess prophesied, will be the sure thing to appease the goddess.
We need to make an offer of coffee beans to goddess. So, has anybody who's currently here played Transport Fever 2 before? What are your thoughts? I'm enjoying it so far. So, start this piece of the mission by building a road. can we get down? Safest bet would be to back at the factory. Go. Pop them out a tiny little bit there. So that's now connected up. So we now need to make a new line. New line from here. So we're going to need another depot, aren't we? Another depot building up here. Drop off there. Go back to his lines. We'll go from add station, we need to add this. And then we'll need to assign one of those trucks. If we take one of these and assign it to line 7, should now begin to follow this up. So going up that steep hill there. You got stuff in? So that must be done on the next trip. So we'll leave that to do that. Meanwhile, we have transported 8 people between Semarang and Surabaya. See if this train's got anybody on. Has 1 person out of 32. So I think we need to also add a bus, between somewhere around here as well. So first we'll add in a depot. And then we'll add in some bus stops. A few more in here. Then we'll add a new line. Pick up that. Places. Pick all of them down. Train station.
What
Like
a
the
godsend.
Mate Goddess is happy with our
Residence is pleasantly
offering.
snake-free again.
And then we will add our vehicles. Add 2 of those. And should start working now. Ah, we've transported 10 out of our 25 people now. So we've got 205 residents in Surabaya, 205 shopping facilities and 207 workplaces. Everywhere looks very good. And in Semarang, everything's looking very good as well. Just wait for the first bus to come to the train station. Here's one. This is carrying 4 out of 4 people to the train station. All 4 of them have gone into the train station, so that's good. Making some progress. We're about halfway now. We've transported 12 out of 25 people. It's getting busier. Just need the train to come now. There it is. Follow it into the station. Got 4 people on now, so that's better than the one I had earlier. Won't be long as we approach the station. Here we are, driving into the station. Got some people waiting, which is good to see. We've got 6 on the way back. So since we've got 6 people on, let's speed it up a bit. We're up to 16 now, so it's going up a lot quicker than before. Got some people already ready to go back. So we've got 4 people waiting for the train to come back in. Suppose we could have built in a passing loop. That might have sped up the situation. So as soon as this one's finished, we should have completed that task. We've got 3 people waiting at the other end, so the bus stops have definitely helped to bring people to the train station.
Rumbling in the island's interior. The mighty volcano Merapi threatens to erupt. A phenomenon like this wasn't reckoned with while planning the route. The natives claim that someone has probably angered one of their gods. Whatever the case, if the precious coffee fruit is supposed to be transported by rail in the future too, then it's imperative that something be done. It seems worthwhile to remove the infrastructure if it's not supposed to be buried under ashes and lava.
So we need to quickly stop the trains from going to the coffee plantation because it's like the volcano is going to erupt. So let's remove the stop at the coffee plantation. So let's remove that.
To enable coffee production to continue making progress in future, the route ought to be relocated to an area where it can be assumed that the expected eruptions will leave it intact.
So we need to remove the station and tracks from the damage zone and rebuild them. It's gonna have to go all the way around here. So first, let's demolish let's build in the new station. Get it lined up with the road. Let's start building. Let's demolish this track first. So first, looks like we need to send this back to the depot. So first we'll build just a quick track to join these back up. And then we need to manage this. Send that back to the depot. So for anyone just joining us, I've just seen a few people join in. We're having our first go on Transport Fever 2 on our second mission in the campaign. I hope everybody's well. So it looks like we need to put in a loop so they can turn around. So if we put in a little build a line back in here so we can do a loop for them. The depot is all the way back here. You've got to send them back to it. But it can't turn around, so it needs a loop. Seemingly is rather large. Right. Is this now back on its way to depot? That's now parked back up in the depot. This is now going to go back to the station, drop off its load. No. Come back. Ah, I'll pause it there. Demolish all the tracks that we don't need. Everything's out of feed. So now we need to go around this side. Try and keep costs down. Come round the edge of this hill.
The danger has been averted. Transport can be resumed. What's more, the volcano is showing signs of coming down again. Despite that, maybe relocating the route was still a wise move.
So let's get back to which line was this? Line 1. So we need to edit to the route. So we need to add a
Fertile
station.
Island has a lot more to offer than coffee. The widow of a friendly grower, may the poor devil rest in peace, has been planting sugarcane lately. Make the lady happy by providing her with your services.
So I now need to find the sugar cane next.
The sugar must be transported to town. From there it is shipped and then served when continental Europeans get together for coffee.
So we need to ship it from the sugar plantation to Surabaya. So I don't believe this is ideal to go over the hill. Although you could build a tunnel through. Right, so if we build for a wagon depot from here to a train depot here, and then we can hook onto this train line here. build a truck stop just outside of here. And then a truck stop here-ish, and then build the road in into here. Then we need a depot. Which can go here. So let's add in fire vehicle for cargo. We'll use a Bofo case, so we'll buy one of those. And then we will make a new line. New line, so line 9 will run from here to here. And that can be, we can add these two to line 9 to start that moving. And then over here, so then we'll make a new line, run from get some tracking. And we'll need to put some signals in. Also need to build a passing loop, because we do have put some signals in there and there. Let's set the right way. Yep. Yep. And so that will come out there. Where in Surabaya do you want it? In here, I'm guessing. So, it comes out here. We want more track. Fetching for the goods. Let's find out where we're going to put the cargo station first. Put it in just before the road starts. Get the track in next. Once again, we need some signals. One there and one there. They need to be spun. They're the wrong way around. Let's just get rid of that and that. And then we'll get the... We'll then need a... a new line from... to the here. So we're gonna need a road depot. We need a truck station. Somehow fitting in here. Right, now that's in, we can edit our new line to add a halt here. So they'll begin operating from, so we have it going from here into here. We'll need a train, need a new line from to our new freight terminal here. Which is 11, and then we'll need another new line, so we'll just set there. So I need to go to this depot. For anybody just joining us, we are having our first go on Transport Fever 2. Welcome to the stream. We're just on our second mission. So we'll need one of those. And then cargo, a few of those. So we'll add those in. to line 11. Can you come out the back of the depot or no? Looks like we're going to need a new depot in, so we'll build one here. Track that into the system.
Traffic is flowing full steam ahead. The plantation business is developing magnificently. In light of all this success, the incumbent governor is thinking of moving back to his Dutch homeland in good time. Thanks to your outstanding work,
Well, that's a bit
you have
weird.
good
We haven't
chance
even
of
finished the
inheriting his
mission there.
post.